Whoa. Oh, that's the ray tracing. Oh, that looks so interesting. Like that, the reflection there looks very nice. I'm not gonna lie, that reflection makes me so happy.
It's the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook.
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
So far what I'm noticing is the Harding, like, simplistically explaining things almost feels a little out of character for her. Just like, if you remember her from DAI, like, yeah, her job was to scout out and to explain things to us and, like, in the area. But I always felt like she had a little bit more to her when she did. Wit, I guess you could say, like, when you harken back to, like, the Avar, right? Like, when we were dealing with, the Thalamire. And she's like, you ask her about, like, the Avar and, like, why does he want to challenge us or something like that. And you mentioned, like, reading. And she's like, you know, they think that reading is for, you know, low, like, you know, observed for, what was it, like, Orlesian nobles or something like that. Like, the way that that line delivered was, like, top-notch. And, like, the line itself just was really good. And I know we feature it in every Let's Play, so you can go back and see it on, like, whatever episode is labeled as, like, the Thalamire. But that's kind of, like, the Harding I was hoping for. And, like, maybe it kind of develops in, like, maybe she's almost a little shy right now. But it is interesting to see this deviation from, like, her already established personality. Varric still feels like Varric-ish. I don't think he's, like, said shit enough or used the word Andra. Have you even talked about Andraste? Alluvian time! I'm so excited to step through an Alluvian. I love these things. The fact that, like, they were such an interesting part in DAO, DA2, and then DAI in the end was very cool.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's
like, that line was more Scout Harding-y to me, if that makes sense.
I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
What is that? Who are you? New demons? How many new demon types are we gonna get? I'm, like, super curious now. Like, where are they from? There's no label. Okay. I just don't... These aren't despair demons, are they? I don't think so. Because despair demons are classically just cryo, I believe. This one's, like, changing its elemental type, unless, of course, because we're, like, so close to the veil opening.
I thought the demons were bad back in Mirathas.
Yeah.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Like, unless, of course, because we are so close to, like, the Fade popping through that, like, they're able to adapt their elemental type, which would be very interesting. Was that a despair demon, though?
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
I have to think about it, Varric. Okay, so yeah, those aren't... Ooh, girl, that was cool. So, what is this ability? Static Strike. It's a 121. Okay. I still think that the momentum bar is pretty interesting at this point. Because I don't feel like we've used a system like that before. Oh, let me... Okay. No! Girlfriend! This, thank you. What else do I got? No. This up here.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
I know!
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
I'm going as fast as I can! How come that's not there? Okay, so if you hold it, you can aim. Badly. I hate Harding. Sorry. Love you long time. So do they... Okay, so the arrows... That's interesting that it's not unlimited like yesteryear, but I mean, that's fine. Also, did you notice? Did anybody else notice? The first time ever, new bow quiver. That's wild. I don't think I've ever seen a new bow quiver in Dragon Age. I don't even... Like, we have mods-ish, but like, I don't think I've ever seen... What am I gonna do with this information? Girl. Is this... And you can't say it's because we're in Northern Thedas. We've been in Northern Thedas before in Kirkwall, and we still had the same bow quiver. I get in Minrathis, they just... You know what? I'm just gonna say in Tevinter, the fashion were a little bit more elevated. I mean, you meant Dorian. Fashion's a little bit more elevated. So... That works for me. Hi! You guys look fun. Girl, this. No, that. No! What was the dodge again? I gotta, or not dodge, but the block. I gotta figure out what the block, hold on. Because I feel like I need to change the block key to the other side of my mouse. Controls, okay, bind, nope, I want to, there. I don't want lock on. I don't even have that. Oh, I don't know what quick save, it's called defend. Oh, that's weird. Yes, that's fine. I'm not gonna use that to open it. What is the quick save? Skip, no, UI. Wait. Is there no quick save? Quick view? Huh? Wait. Sincerely? There's no quick save. Oh. If I missed it, please let me know. But I'm not seeing, at least I'm not seeing a binding for it. Close. I hate when games do that. Here, take. Yeah. Sure. I'm never gonna use it. I'm never gonna use it. Confirm. Okay. Weird. So, it's just a save, no quick save. Huh. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna need a minute. I'm a perpetual quick saver because it's easier for me. Cause like I'll just like stack my quick, or like not even like stack my quick saves, but I'll just quick save. As a habit. It makes me feel more secure in the fact that if my game crashed right now, I can save.
Few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many will get a Solus finishes this ritual.
That's kind of exciting though. All right. You know what this reminds me of? If you went with a mage story, no, Templar storyline in DAI. No, mage, I was right, mage, and you go outside and like everything's floating. That's what that reminds me of, and it's kind of cool. All right, you. Oh, good. And then you. No, come here. Who are you? I just need to finish. I'm drinking coffee. Wait, no! It's not! That's a pride demon now? I forgot the view, the look of him had changed.
Watch the lightning!
Girl, time to go! Okay. Can I heal? Thank you. So is he gonna... How did you... I had the thing out there. Okay. How many bars does he have? What is it now? How come the... Like, if you dodge the right way, how come that doesn't do it? So I guess it is more dodge than...
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
I mean, in fairness, the Inquisitor dealt with the Pride Demon day one. Girl, smack it. Thank you. She does.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Solus, I'm home.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Varric? No. This is stupid.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I've gotta try to reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Rook,
Yeah?
take care of the team for me.
You got it. Love you long time.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
All right. Buy everybody's favorite chest hair some time.
Varric
Done.
is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
Girl, we're fine. Quit your panicking. See? Easy peasy breezy.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
No! Bianca!
People are always dying.
Not Bianca. Bianca doesn't need to die. Soulless. Just, she was innocent. She was beautiful. No need for this level of violence.
It is what they do.
Kill people, kill the rest of them, all you want. Gods, no gods. Burn cities to the... I don't care, but not Bianca. She doesn't deserve this.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you
Girl.
want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
So what do we
What
do?
if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues?
Yeah?
If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
Okay.
What about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right. You two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
I'm good at that
The
stuff.
storm could tear you apart.
That's the fun
Anyone got a
part.
better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
All right. Who are we taking? Harding.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Because, like, Harding, you know? Let's see what happens. Okay, there is no... I don't think I got time to loot. Oh, God, you fell! It sounds like gibberish, Solus. Okay. Solus, please don't do stupid things until I get to you. Then we can talk to each other as stupid things happen. Oh, this. Wait, no, this? No. Okay, I was right. Harding, any wise words of encouragement as we try to rush?
This is it! Bring down that scaffolding!
Okay. It sounds like such a dumb idea, but it was mine. Who left the scaffolding there anyways?
Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
Yes!
The pillar's weak, but it isn't falling. We need to push it. I'm with you.
You're two itty-bitty people.
No!
How much upper body strength we running with?
Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Girl, breathe through it. I'm glad I think they pushed with their legs. Like, I think we had some, like, leg action, which was great. I know this is supposed to be serious, but it's so funny. It's just, I keep going. No. Oh, no. Rook, don't die. I need you. No! Not Varric! How could you? It's just here.
Varric!
After you two co-parented Cole all these years?
Varric! Varric!
Rook, I wouldn't pull it out. I don't know if that's how you heal this shit. Nev?
Harding!
Oh, Lord. Solus, your friends are here.
Let's go! This way!
So this is how Harding gets beat up? I didn't realize. So if you take Harding with you, she gets... Ah, interesting. Couldn't Nev use, like, levitation magic to get Varric up? You okay, honey? Oh, no. Oh, God, need a doctor. Girl, no, you can't die. The game just started. This is literally the prologue. If you die now, we're in big trouble.
You have no idea what you have done.
Did it piss you off?
Solus. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world.
What were you doing?
When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
But you love it
Okay,
here.
so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic.
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to...
I feel like that is not the Solus I know and have a rivalry with. I feel like, wasn't it in DAI that Solus mentioned that, like, blood magic is a tool like anything else? Like, didn't he mention that? Like, I know he's never been, like, a big fan of it, but, like, I feel like he never would go so far as to say abhor it. Like, it was more just, it was a tool to be used, and it's one that he chose not to have in his arsenal of magic. So it's interesting that all of a sudden, I mean, 10 years changes a person. Maybe he had a run-in with a blood mage. I don't know, but that's kind of interesting.
Control you, I would already have used it.
This is a trick. Fine, talk. I'd like to wake up. All right, this is a trick, Soul. We're gone. Asshole, unhinged, sarcastic.
Get out of my head!
As I said,
Out!
I do not want to be here any more than you do.
Then get out!
Your actions have set events in motion, and I would not have your ignorance on my conscience.
What are you talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods, the creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw and...
When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight. The Blight is so... This is outside of, like... Now, this could be in the books, in the comics. If you missed the first episode, I had mentioned that I don't read them or anything. I tend to get my lore either from the wiki in parts or mainly through, like, codex entries in the game or just playing all 3 games a lot. An uncomfortable amount. So, like, I feel like this is almost the first time we're hearing that the Blight dates back this far. So, if that's the case, then you can't blame the Tevinter Magisters who walked into the Fade and created the Black City. Like, so, if you're new to the Dragon Age lore, originally speaking, the lore was that the Blight itself started because ancient Tevinter Magisters, Corypheus being one of them, who was one of the big bads in DAI, by the way, spoilers for the other games because that's the way I roll, walked into the Fade. They tried to get to the Golden City where the Maker was, and they found it empty, and then it got corrupted, and when they came back, they brought with them the Blight. So that is what is always attributed to how the Blight got started, how all of this began. However, in one of Genevieve's more recent episodes, I had mentioned that, like, well, what if it didn't start that way? What if this is just the only way that the Chantry knew how to explain it in a way that was comfortable to everybody else? What if there was something more? What if it was already corrupted? What if it was already the Black City? And if that's the case, then this is really interesting, right? So then what you're trying to tell me here is that in fact is what happened, right? That the Tevinter Magisters did in fact walk into an already corrupted Fade. So Solus rebels, puts up the veil, and they are pulling on the magic of the Blight at the time to do that. Now, the Blight, as we know, can affect lyrium, where we have red lyrium. We also know that lyrium stems from Titan's blood through the Descent DLC. So then the question remains, is there a Titan in the Fade that got corrupted and that kind of started the Blight? Or is the Blight something else that then infected Titans? Something like that. Like, there's a lot of questions now all of a sudden, but the fact that we are calling it that the Blight is as old as Solus rebelling. It took a while for the first Blight to happen. By comparison, I feel like the Blights are almost relatively new-ish by that standard, because I mean, the first Blight didn't start until after the Tevinter Magisters went into the Fade. So I don't know exactly how long of a time span that was, but that's something really interesting and something to keep in the back of your mind as we're going forward. By the way, this pause feature on the cutscenes is glorious because I feel like we're going to be able to really talk about lore and stuff like that as we're going through certain points. So if that annoys you, I'm sorry in advance, but this might not be the place to stay because I'm going to do this a whole heck of a lot.
Till I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped. And the blighted elven gods walk.
Oh, we don't
free.
actually have to. So he said, I'm trapped. The blighted elven gods walk free. Implying that... So we were always told that the Blight really gets going when an archdemon, which we've all kind of surmised is actually an ancient elven god, is dug up from who knows where in the deep roads by Darkspawn, set free, boom, blight kind of thing. Like, that's like the easy way to kind of like dive into it kind of thing. So this implies, though, that it's not in fact the Darkspawn who taint them. They're already tainted. They already have the blight, which is really interesting. Like, that brings with it question after question, and you've got to wonder, like, broodmothers, right? Broodmothers are some of the most horrific lore you will ever read in your life. If you haven't heard of a broodmother, I beg of you, look it up on the wiki. There is, I believe, I have got Emery episodes dedicated to the broodmother when we met them and stuff like that. They are what actually makes Darkspawn, what actually kind of facilitates the blight in its own way. And the way that they are created is absolutely positively terrifying. For me, I find them terrifying. But what I think is interesting here is that then I'm left with the question of, well, if this is how, like, they were already blighted, then were broodmothers something from the original elves? Did the ancient elven gods create some kind of broodmother before that? And if so, we already knew how horrific they were, but this makes them even more horrific. This makes them even more monsters than you could possibly imagine. Sure, you're the hero, huh?
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic?
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
He is!
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power.
When did they become blighted? Tyrannical, yes. We've known from the beginning, well, at least especially from the Trespassers DLC, that they're all tyrannical. I mean, the reason why we have the Valis Lean is because of that. But when did they become blighted? Like, at this point, I need that answered more than anything. This is like, literally, I know there's a lot of other stuff going on, but I personally can't get past the fact that Solus is saying that they were blighted. Why would the elves follow blighted people? Clearly something wasn't right with them. Like, you could see it. You could see it in their horrific shapes now. Unless, of course, they were able to shapeshift. But then does that imply that Mythal was also blighted? Or did they all become blighted because they killed Mythal? Questions that I hope we get answers to, but I don't know if we will.
Were to imprison them millennia ago. But I am certain you will be fine.
I'm certain I took all my power to imprison them. Sarcasm? Really? At a time like this, Solus? At a time like this?
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Why did he call them mirrors? He always in DAI called them illuvians. And we already have been introduced to the fact that they are in fact illuvians. So it's interesting here that he called them mirrors. I wonder if that's because his function differently than others.
Depending on the story.
Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
I'll handle it, don't worry.